Hi everyone, my name is Cheryl. Welcome to my channel, Home Ridge Studio. Today I'm going to be making a Halloween candy corn gnome. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button and the bell notification. Not only does it help my channel, but it will also alert you every time I post a new video. So, with all that said, let's go make a gnome. For the candy corn gnome, this is what you're going to need. Some scissors, a glue gun, fur from the Dollar Tree Kids section, white felt, some embellishments like flowers, some rocks, some ribbon, 3 socks, one of them should be white. I have that flocking ball there and this funnel and a cup. Any cup will work from the Dollar Tree, and orange paint, yellow paint, paint brushes, and that's about it. So we'll take this cup and we're going to take some of these rocks and just plop them down in the bottom of the cup. And this is just to, the cup is the gnome's body, so this is just to give it some weight so it doesn't tip over. And then now we're going to take this white sock. And again, all this stuff is from the Dollar Tree. And we're going to put the cup in the sock. There we go. And there's excess sock, and I just clip that off. I can use that for another project later. And no need to glue that down. I just fold it into the cup. And now we're going to take this funnel. It comes in a 3-pack from the Dollar Tree, and this is the medium funnel. And I'm going to take this sock and just put it over the funnel. And this is going to be the gnome's hat. And you could clip that off if you wanted to use it for another project, the face of the jack-o'-lantern. I just kind of put it inside the bottom there. Also, the heel of the sock should be on the tip of the funnel where that little piece is coming out. And so now this is what it looks like, and we're ready to glue it on top of the cup. So when I hot glued it, I glued it all around, and I shouldn't have done that. What I should have done is left the sides open, because later we're going to make arms and we're going to stick it up underneath the funnel. And so now there's that flocking ball, and you can use anything for a nose. You can use a wood bead, you can use nylons. Sometimes I stuff them with some polyfill. You could even use a ping pong ball. So this is from the Dollar Tree, the kids section. It's just one of those faux wraps for little kids. And I clip the tag off, and now I'm just going to cut it right down the seam there. And this is really messy. When I got done, there were little white fuzzes flying everywhere. So now we're going to kind of play around with this and see how it's going to fit on the gnome. Just kind of trying to get an idea if I want to make that beard long, or if I want to make it short, or if I'm going to wrap it all the way around the gnome, or just halfway around. It's up to you. So now I'm going to take the end, and I'm just going to put it right in the middle of the gnome, in the back. This is kind of hard to work with because the cup keeps wanting to roll around on me. And that's pretty stretchy too, which is kind of nice because you can really play with it a little bit. And again, don't glue it up around the side of the funnel and the cup like I'm doing here. And I love that spatula from the Dollar Tree too. It works really well. as far as, you know, pressing it in and not cutting your hands, or gluing your hands, I should say. So it doesn't matter if this fur is cut evenly or not, because it really kind of melds into itself and you never see where the seam is. And so I'm just gluing it all around the bottom. And we're going to take this white felt from the Dollar Tree and we're going to make a little candy corn stuffed pillow. So I just use the edge there where the point is, and I just create kind of a half circle. Just took a pencil and just cut it out. And we're going to be making 2 of these. So I just took that, placed it on the felt, traced it around, and cut a second one out. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to be hot gluing it in. Then we're going to be hot gluing this together. Just the sides. We need that one part open so we can fill it with polyfill or whatever you want to stuff it with. And actually my polyfill's gone, so I've been using pillows. So if you have any pillows, don't throw them out because they make good stuffing. So now I'm going to fold it up like a present. Fold it top down, fold the sides in. This I kind of struggled with for a bit because it kept wanting to slip out of my hands. And then after you get that all folded up, then just hot glue it together. And I see the end popped out there, but that's okay because we can always fix that. And it may take a couple times to try. So after you get this all glued together, I just take these little clips and clip it together until the glue dries. And I put down some wax paper to protect my surface, and I have this acrylic orange paint from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to paint on this little pillow a candy corn. And that is fabric paint in the color Shiny Yellow from the Dollar Tree also. I've never tried this before, so I thought, I'll give it a try. And so now I'm going to remove the clips and then I'm going to tape it off right in the middle. I couldn't remember if a candy corn had orange on the top, white in the middle, and yellow on the bottom, or vice versa. I didn't look it up, I just kind of figured it doesn't really matter. So I'm folding this tape in half. Just so the top and the bottom are even, all 3 are even. And then just go ahead and paint it. I try to make sure that the paint isn't really thick around the tape so there's no bleeding. And you don't need to paint the back of this. You do need to paint the sides, but not the back, because the back will be on the gnome's body. He's going to be holding it in his hands. And let that dry, and back to our gnome. And here's that second sock. And I'm just kind of measuring to see which side I want to use for the arms. I'm not sure if I'm going to use the top or the bottom, but I think the foot part of the sock will probably work better. So I kind of flattened it out, and then I fold it in half. And make sure it's even, and then just go ahead and cut it right down the middle. Doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to be hot gluing this too. So now we're going to make the arms. We're going to make 2 of these. And I just fold it over so it's inside out. And by the way, this silicone mat for glue guns is from the Dollar Tree. It's new to my Dollar Tree, and I love it. It works great. And again, it doesn't matter if this is even or not. The sock kept wanting to roll in on me, so I had to keep on unrolling it and had to glue it down in sections. And the glue adheres to this very well because it's nylon. So you're going to want to glue it all the way up the side, and you're going to want to leave one of the ends open. So the toe part of the sock is going to be his hands, and then the end, the heel part of the sock, you're going to want to leave that open because when it dries, we're going to turn it inside out. And we're going to stuff it with polyfill. And so obviously you make 2 of these. And I just keep on stuffing until they look pretty much the same. And clip off those ends. Now we're ready to pop it underneath his hat. I had to play with this for a little bit. Like I said, I had already glued his hat on, so I kind of had to roll it up and tuck it under there so you can't see the ends. It worked out fine. I tried to pull the glue and the hat apart too. And like I said, I love this spatula. And I'm going around and just fixing it up wherever I see holes. I'm gluing the beard around the nose. And so starting in the back, take any kind of ribbon you want. This is a black ribbon with white ticking. And I don't remember where I got it. I think I probably got it from Hobby Lobby. It wasn't very much money. And I'm just gluing that around his rim. I don't know why I keep referring to him as a him. I guess in my mind it must be a him. And somewhere along the way his hat got twisted. I don't think it matters much. You can squish it in later. So now before I put the arms on, I'm just going to decorate his hat because this is my favorite part. These are little balls that you get in a variety pack of different colors from the Dollar Tree. I'm just gluing them onto his hat because I have that little candy corn button and it's really small, so I wanted to give it kind of some lift so you can see it, because I think if I just glued it on the hat without anything, you really wouldn't be able to see it well. So now it's time to glue his hands onto the candy corn, and I use those little clips there to hold it. And then I have this ribbon also. It's from a specialty Dollar Tree over here in Michigan. It's called Debbie's Dollar. It's just a phenomenal dollar store. Love that place. They have so many unique things. Anyway, this is what he looks like when he's finished. Thank you for watching my video, and if you like him, give me a big thumbs up. Also, go check out my Instagram page, it's Homeridge Studio, where I posted a picture of him, and let me know if you've made a fall or a Halloween gnome. Anyway, happy fall, y'all, and have a great day.